público, el delirio del público es increíble. Una jugada que no se ve todos los días. Parecía que esa pelota le iba a bañar totalmente.
He had already rounded and had to go, and Rollins' throw beats him, and at the end of half an inning, no score.
0 carreras.
Entonces, el príncipe, el día anterior a su cumpleaños, se subió a su carruaje, fue al mago del reino y le compró el lente más grande del mundo para ver todas las estrellas del universo entero.
¡El telescopio que quería! Tú trabajas pensando en el futuro de tu familia. Trabajando juntos, podemos ayudarte a ahorrar para su carrera de astrónoma. Wells Fargo. Juntos llegaremos lejos. Wells Fargo Bank and Amy Brothers CIC.
Bien, amables amigos, vamos ahora al cierre del primer episodio. Esa jugada protagonizada por Peterson vale el precio de admisión al juego de hoy. A batear Rollins, Jimmy Rollins. En el montículo, Tim Lincecum. Con esa doble matanza queremos recordarles que el Banco de América es un orgulloso patrocinador de los Dodgers y apoya todo lo que merece en aplausos en Los Ángeles, porque en Banco de América creemos que la vida es mejor cuando estamos conectados. 2 bolas sin strike de cuenta para Jimmy Rollins. Viene cantado el primer strike. Dos bolas, un strike para Rollins, que batea 186. Lanzamiento es malo, bajo y afuera de la zona de strike. 3 bolas, un strike. Tenemos hoy a Eric Cooper cantando las bolas y los strikes allí en el home plate. Rollins bateando a la zurda contra el derecho, Tim Lincecum. Lanzamiento viene, le tira y falla. Segundo strike. Lanzamiento slider. Lincecum, una victoria, una derrota. Buena efectividad, 2.00. Este es su cuarto juego, ha lanzado 18 episodios, ha permitido 15 imparables y 5 carreras. Lanzamiento es malo. Base por bolas para Jimmy Rollins. A batear André Isier. Bueno, vamos a tenerle a André Isier con mucha frecuencia en alineación por el hecho de que Yasiel Puig fue colocado en la lista de los lesionados debido a un problema con una pierna. André Isier bateando 3.42, 2 cuadrangulares, 6 impulsadas. Siempre ha bateado bien, sólidamente contra los Gigantes de San Francisco. Lincecum en el montículo, el tiro va a primera, nada pasa con Rollins. Lincecum ha permitido 15 imparables y 5 carreras este año. Le han conectado solo un cuadrangular, ha dado 7 más 1 hoy, 8 bases por bolas. Ha ponchado a 14. Le batean .246. Lanzamiento viene, bola baja al suelo. Rompió mucho ese lanzamiento. Lanzamiento rompiente. Hombre en primera. Juego número 19 para los Dodgers. 19º compromiso del año para los Dodgers. Y aquí en casita es el 10º juego del año. 14º juego nocturno. Y Fier bateando. Tira primera, a la pasa con Rollins. Gateando se regresa a la inicial. Los Dodgers continúan encabezando la Liga Nacional en bases por bolas. Ahora tienen 70 bases por bolas recibidas. También en cuadrangulares con 26. En porcentaje de envasarse 349. Listo, Lincecum sale. Rollins, batazo en línea por primera. Doble matanza. Allí está Foxy con la pelota. Pisa la inicial y doblaron allí a Rollins, que había salido hacia segunda. Doble matanza número 24 que ejecutan los Gigantes. Así es que un primer episodio de 2 dobles matanzas ya. Hicieras el primer out, Rollins el segundo out y Adrián González va a batear. Adrián tiene un promedio de 380, es el cuarto mejor promedio ahora en la liga. 7 cuadrangulares, 18 impulsadas. Lincecum, listo, le tira y Mayocón de foul. Adrián González le batea 2.46 a Lincecum. No tiene cuadrangulares contra Lincecum. Lanzamiento es malo, muy afuera de la zona de strike. Adrián ha tenido 61 turnos al bate contra Lincecum en su carrera, sacándole 15 imparables. Ha recibido 5 bases por bolas. Bases limpias, 2 outs. Lanzamiento viene, le tira y falla el segundo strike. El segundo base, Joe Panic, está cargado tremendamente hacia su izquierda, muy cerca del primera base. Buster Posey metido en el jardín derecho. Crawford, en cambio, no está en el terreno de la segunda base. Línea, da un salto, le mete el guante Crawford, no puede con ella. La pelota se va al jardín central, la levanta Pagán y es un sencillo para Adrián González. Howie Kendrick va a batear. Crawford estaba parado precisamente por donde iba la pelota, de un salto y no le llegó. Howie Kendrick bateando 3-0-3, 3 cuadrangulares, 12 impulsadas. Lanzamiento viene, batazo fuerte de gira al jardín izquierdo. Henrik tiene un sencillo, se queda en segunda Adrián González. Al primer lanzamiento saca una línea al jardín izquierdo Howie Henrik y Yasmani Grandal va a batear. Yasmani Grandal bateando 2-17, un cuadrangular y 2 impulsadas. Hombres en primera y segunda. Los Dodgers han regresado a casa después de una gira no muy buena, que digamos. 4 derrotas y únicamente 2 victorias. Fueron barridos por los Gigantes en San Francisco. Lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike. Y en San Diego los Dodgers lograron ganar 2 de 3 juegos. Han llegado los Dodgers para 6 juegos esta semana aquí en su casa. Los primeros 3 contra los Gigantes y los últimos 3 contra los Diamondbacks. Lanzamiento viene, un cambio muy alto. Y la cuenta está en 1 bola y 1 strike. Lanzamiento de apenas 73 millas por hora. Los lanzadores de los Dodgers encabezan las ligas mayores en ponches con 177 en 160 episodios. Y están en el tercer lugar en grandes ligas con un promedio de 4.12 ponches sobre bases por bolas. Listo, Lincecum, lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike, mete el brazo en una recta bajita. Tim Lincecum, pequeño de estatura relativamente para ser un pitcher, para ser un atleta profesional, 5 pies, 11 pulgadas, 170 libras de peso. Timothy Leroy Lincecum, su nombre completo. Lanzamiento viene, batazo hacia el segunda base. Levanta la pelota Panic, él tira primera y retira a Grandal del 4-3. Así es que los Dodgers no pasan de amenazas. 0 carreras, 2 imparables, un inning completo, 0-0.
Hola, fanáticos de los Dodgers. Sports Authority tiene todo el equipo oficial que fanáticos.
Pagados, tarifas sujetas a cambio. El servicio no se puede revender. Existen cargos adicionales y otras restricciones. Para más información, visitar att.com/WorldConnectESP.
Play ball fanático, segundo episodio, 0-0 el marcador. Buster Posey va a batear, listo Anderson, lanzamiento, viene, batazo al jardín derecho, va buscando la pelota y le llegó. Línea de aire al jardín derecho, retirado Buster Posey. Buscó el primer lanzamiento, lo consiguió, conectó sólidamente, pero allá estuvo André Isier muy a tiempo para realizar el out. Justin Maxwell va a batear. Maxwell debe ser la sorpresa positiva del año para los Gigantes. Muchacho que llegó invitado sin contrato al Spring Training de San Francisco y ahora está rindiendo muy buenos frutos, la paciencia de los Gigantes. Bateando nada menos que 385, un cuadrangular. Bateador derecho, listo el zurdo Anderson, bola alta y fuera de la zona de strike. Brett Anderson en su primer año con los Dodgers, 6 pies 3 pulgadas de estatura, 240 libras de peso. Una recta bajita. 27 años de edad tiene Brett Anderson, es tejano, nació en Midland, Texas. Vive en Fulshire, Texas. Le tira y falla, primer strike. 2 bolas, un strike. Le mareó completamente con ese lanzamiento lento. Fue firmado como agente libre por los Dodgers, Brett Anderson, el día 31 de diciembre del 2014. Por lo tanto, esta es su primera campaña con los Dodgers. Lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike número 2. 2 bolas y 2 strikes. Viene Anderson con un récord de 27 victorias, 32 derrotas en 92 juegos, 81 de ellos como abridor en 6 campañas en Grandes Ligas. Batazo contundente de hit al jardín izquierda a la esquina, levanta la pelota Crawford, va a segunda, se barra exitosamente Maxwell con un doblete, una línea contundente a la esquina del jardín izquierdo. Andrew Susak viene a batear. Brett Anderson llegó a Grandes Ligas con los Atléticos de Oakland y estuvo con ellos desde el 2009 hasta el 2013. El año pasado militó con los Rockies de Colorado. En su carrera ha limitado a la oposición a un promedio al bate de 2.86 y un porcentaje de envasarse de únicamente 3.16. Susak, bateador derecho, lanzamiento, foul por la derecha, la pelota se va a las gradas. Cuando Brett Anderson recibe 3 carreras de apoyo de sus compañeros, tiene un récord magnífico de 24 victorias y únicamente 6 derrotas en 38 juegos iniciados. Se prepara Anderson, viene, foul por la derecha otra vez. Susak tiene la cuenta de 2 strikes sin bolas. Brett Anderson inició su primer juego en Grandes Ligas en el juego inaugural de la temporada de los Atléticos de Oakland el día 1 de abril del año 2013 contra los Marineros en Seattle. En posición anotadora está Maxwell. El lanzamiento viene, foul, hacia atrás, lanzamiento de velocidad. Y la cuenta está en 2 strikes sin bolas para Andrew Susak, el catcher. Hombre en segunda. Susak tiene un promedio magnífico, 3.85, un cuadrangular, una carrera empujada. Ya se prepara el pitcher Anderson. Lanzamiento viene lento, poquito bajo, una bola y 2 strikes. El año pasado se vio limitado a iniciar únicamente 8 juegos debido a que sufrió la fractura del dedo índice de su mano de lanzar y fue operado y ahí no pudo trabajar durante mucho tiempo. En 43 innings el año pasado permitió solo un cuadrangular. El dedo fracturado lo sufrió el día 12 de abril y fue precisamente en un juego contra los Gigantes en San Francisco. Después de esa fractura, estuvo ausente durante 83 juegos mientras se recobraba de la operación. Tuvo rehabilitación en Colorado Springs. Listo, Anderson, lanzamiento viene poquito bajo. 2 bolas y 2 strikes. Anderson tuvo su debut profesional en el año 2007. Frank Brett Anderson. Lanzamiento viene, le tira, abanica la brisa y se poncha a Susak. Buena recta. 2 outs. Primer ponche que receta Brett Anderson. Casey McGee viene a batear. Casey McGee juega la tercera base. 188 su promedio, un cuadrangular y 2 impulsadas. Con compañeros en posición anotadora, McGee tiene un promedio.
Hits the ball, he's going to hit it on the ground about 65% of the time.
El lanzamiento es sobre el plato. Explota la pelota delante de Grandal. Un strike sin bolas. Se ha ponchado 3 veces este año McGee. Aquí tiene a un compañero en posición anotadora. Su papá era el coach principal del equipo de béisbol de la Universidad de Oklahoma State. Y ahora actualmente está en Houston. Lanzamiento viene un poquito bajo. Actualmente es el pitching coach del equipo de la Universidad de Houston, el papá de Brett Anderson. Originalmente fue seleccionado por los Diamondbacks de Arizona en la segunda vuelta del reclutamiento del año 2006. Firmó con los Diamondbacks de Arizona. Fue buena la oferta. Ya se prepara Anderson. Lanzamiento viene, cantada el strike número 2. En Grandes Ligas, Brett Anderson tiene 28 victorias, 33 derrotas. En ligas menores cosechó 25 triunfos y sufrió 15 derrotas. Aquí bateando 1 bola, 2 strikes, hombre en segunda, amenazando San Francisco. De acuerdo ya Anderson con su catcher Grandal. Lanzamiento viene, le tira y abanica la brisa ponchándose McGee para el tercer out. Segundo ponche que logra el pitcher Anderson. Marcador en inning y medio, 0-0.
Bienvenidos a Canciones Dedicadas de Arco, querido Gulliver.
Every time I wanted to give up, I gave it one more shot. When I thought I had nothing left, I found the strength to succeed. Nothing can stop me now, 'cause I believe in myself. I can, I will, and I must win. Baseball isn't just a game. Baseball is everything.
Rated E for everyone.
Al paquete Super de centavo superior y se cambia en un proveedor de TV elegible. Términos y condiciones completos, visite twcbearrewards.com/terms. Arrendamiento de control remoto y una caja receptora digital requeridos. Se aplican restricciones. Sujeto a cambios en previo aviso.
Segundo episodio, parte baja, a batear Carl Crawford. Cantado el primer strike de Lincecum. Crawford bateando 2.29, un cuadrangular y 3 impulsadas. Bateador zurdo Crawford. Macho con default, la pelota hacia atrás. Crawford le batea apenas 200 en su carrera a Tim Lincecum. 3 imparables en 15 turnos al bate. Bases limpias, parte baja del segundo episodio, lanzamiento es muy bajo. Ven a Dodger Stadium el miércoles 29 para el tercer juego de esta serie contra los Gigantes a las 7:10 de la noche. Los primeros 40,000 aficionados en el estadio recibirán una cobija de lana de Clayton Kershaw, cortesía de Security Benefit. Mantente calientito en el estadio y en casa. Visita losdalles.com/promociones. Fao conecta Crawford. 1 bola y 2 strikes. En el montículo, Lincecum, Tim Lincecum. El anterior y 2 juegos ligados contra los Dodgers. Fao, la pelota hacia atrás. Lanzó el día martes contra los Dodgers de Los Ángeles en San Francisco. Por lo tanto, le tocaba lanzar el día de ayer, pero como llovió allá en Denver, no pudieron jugar los Gigantes y los Rockies. Entonces, hoy viene al montículo Lincecum. El día martes permitió una carrera en 6 episodios a los Dodgers y ganó 6 carreras por 2. Listo Lincecum, Fao por la izquierda, la pelota a las gradas. Lincecum, por su historial, rinde lo mejor cuando tiene 5 días de descanso. Bajo esas circunstancias, 37 victorias, 26 derrotas. Batazo al jardín derecho, a la esquinita, la pelota pica, se extiende. Luce de esta base para Crawford. Va levantando la pelota Maxwell. Se va a ir a esa tercera Crawford. La pelota en manos del shortstop Crawford. Y llega a tercera Carl Crawford con un triple. Desde que conectó parece que pensó Crawford en que tenía un triple. No titubeó, no se detuvo en segunda. Llegó a tercera. El tiro de Maxwell fue a segunda base Panic, pero Panic no la pudo levantar limpiamente. Atrás estuvo Crawford, el shortstop, quien finalmente se quedó con ella en la mano. Tripletazo para Crawford. A batear Juan Uribe. Ayer descansó Juan. Lanzamiento viene, le tira y foul. La pelota hacia atrás. Juan ha sacado de hit en los últimos 8 juegos consecutivos. A partir del día 15 de abril. Está bateando en ese tramo 286 con un cuadrangular, 3 impulsadas. Listo, Lincecum. Hombre en tercera. Lanzamiento es muy bajo. Una bola y un strike. Lanzamiento rompiente de 79 millas por hora. Uribe jugó con los Gigantes de San Francisco 2009 y 2010 antes de venir a Los Ángeles. Lanzamiento es malo, cerca del cuerpo. Uribe tiene 11 juegos consecutivos bateando de imparable contra el elenco monticular de San Francisco. Tiene un promedio de 368 contra San Francisco con 3 dobles, un cuadrangular, 8 impulsadas desde el día 26 de julio del 2014. Tiene la más larga cadena de juegos bateando de imparable atrás de Mark Kemp, quien batió en 12 juegos consecutivos de imparable contra San Francisco. Lanzamiento viene, bola alta. 3-1 la cuenta para Juan Uribe. Dio una base por bolas en el primer episodio. Tim Lincecum fue a Jimmy Rollins. Aquí está con la cuenta de 3 bolas, un strike con Juan Uribe. Tocando la puerta están los Dodgers. Hombre en tercera, no hay outs. Lanzamiento viene, le tira y falla el segundo strike. ¿Qué dice la cábala cubana? Dice que quien abre con triple no anota. Vamos a ver qué pasa aquí. Crawford ha abierto con sendo triple al jardín derecho. Lincecum se prepara. Lanzamiento viene, bola mala. Base por bolas para Juan Uribe. Le lanzó con mucho cuidado y lo pierde finalmente. John Peterson, el hombre que realizó una jugada defensiva increíble en el primer episodio, viene a batear. Peterson bateando 2.75. Hombres en primera y tercera. Peterson tiene 2 cuadrangulares, 7 impulsadas. Batazo elevado por tercera junto a la armadilla. Allá viene McGee capturando la pelota en terreno legal de juego. Elevado al tercera base McGee. Hay un out. Este es un tremendo out para Lincecum, porque ahora viene Anderson a batear el pitcher. Crawford ha conectado hoy su primer triple del año. Tiene un cuadrangular, 3 dobles, 5 extra bases en total. Pitcher contra pitcher. Lincecum listo. Lanzamiento viene, toca, foul. Toque que puede ser para la jugada squeeze porque hay menos de 2 outs. O puede haber sido únicamente un intento de sacrificio para empujar hacia segunda a Juan Uribe y evitar una doble matanza. Anderson, el bateador, pide tiempo, quiere cambiar impresiones con el coach de tercera, Lorenzo Bandi. Allí están, cuchicheando los dos, entre la caja de bateo y la caja de coach de tercera. Ya Lorenzo va a su posición y ahora va a decirle algo al envasado Carl Crawford. Un strike sin bolas. Juega cerca McGee en tercera. Se cuadra para tocar. Así lo hace. El catcher levanta la pelota, mira tercera, tira primera. Así es que no fue jugar squeeze, únicamente el sacrificio para empujar a segunda a Uribe y evitar una doble matanza. Sacrificio. El out del 2 al 4 en primera. En segunda está Uribe y Jimmy Rollins va a batear. Jimmy Rollins sacó una base por bolas en su primer turno al bate. Lincecum se prepara. Lanzamiento viene, batazo por la primera base, saltarín de foul. Con 2 outs y compañeros en posición anotadora, Jimmy Rollins no tiene imparables en 8 oportunidades. Siempre hay una primera vez en todos los órdenes de la vida. Se prepara Lincecum, lanzamiento viene, bola mala. Bien bloqueada la pelota por Susak, evitando una carrera y un wild pitch. Lincecum en el montículo. 2 veces Lincecum ha ganado el galardón Cy Young. En 2008 y en el 2009. 4 veces ha formado parte de equipos de estrellas por la Liga Nacional. Batazo al jardín derecho, viene Magner hacia adelante, se tira al aire y se lleva la pelota en forma magistral. Este Magner está haciendo las cosas tremendamente bien, ofensiva y defensivamente. Le roba de un imparable a Rollins y por lo menos de 1 o 2 carreras empujadas. Marcador en 2 innings completos, 0-0.
Bienvenidos a Canciones Dedicadas de Arco. Panchito, tu dueño te quiere agradecer que aunque duermes afuera bajo la lluvia, truenos o el rayo del sol, siempre estás dispuesto a ponerte en marcha.
¿Alguna vez tu antojo ha hablado por ti?
Y esto fue lo que sucedió la mañana del Costillas Barbecue, donde nosotros tendremos más detalles.
Deja que tu antojo hable por ti con el Sub del Día de Subway. Porque hoy, mañana y toda la semana tendrás un sabor diferente por tan solo 35 pesos. Ven y pruébalos. Subway, come sabroso y fresco.
Bien, amables amigos, pasamos ahora al tercer episodio. 0-0 el marcador. Hemos visto jugadas vistosas, jugadas en verdad pocas veces vistas. Brandon Crawford va a batear por los Gigantes. La tercera entrada es presentada por Time Warner Cable. Disfruta aún más. Time Warner Cable. Listo, Anderson viene cantado el primer strike aquí para Brandon Crawford. Crawford bateando 210 con 3 cuadrangulares, 9 impulsadas. San Francisco con 2 imparables. Viene cantado el strike, lanzamiento rompiente, pellizcó la acción exterior del plato. Brandon Crawford. En el montículo, Brett Anderson, zurdo, talentoso. Presenta la esférica, bola bajita. En el año 2006 fue escogido por la organización Diamondbacks Arizona. Le firmó el scout Joe Robinson. Presenta la esférica, le tira y foul. Con la punta del bate hace contacto aquí Crawford. Beth Anderson logró su primera victoria en Grandes Ligas el día 20 de mayo del año 2009, permitiendo 4 carreras, 2 limpias en 6 episodios. Ganaron los Atléticos 7-6 a Tampa Bay. Lanzamiento, una recta bajita. Fue miembro del equipo nacional de béisbol de los Estados Unidos en los Juegos Olímpicos del 2008 en Beijing. Así es que tiene una medalla de bronce. Estados Unidos ocupó el 3er lugar en los Olímpicos de Beijing, China. Lanzamiento bajo. 3-2 la cuenta. Bases limpias. Tercer episodio, 0-0 el marcador. Lanzamiento viene. Bola mala. Base por bolas para Crawford. Perdió por muy poquito el strike allí. Y Tim Lincecum va a batear. Pitcher contra pitcher. Tim Lincecum bateando. Lincecum solía lucir una melena. El cabello le caía hasta los hombros. Ha cambiado de físico Lincecum este año. Trata de tocar, no lo hace, falla. Lincecum fue seleccionado en principio por los Cachorros de Chicago en la vuelta número 48 del reclutamiento del año 2003, pero se negó a firmar el contrato. Luego lo seleccionó Cleveland en la vuelta número 42 en el 2005, una curva enorme, cantado el segundo strike. Pero tampoco firmó con los Indios de Cleveland. Luego las cosas cambiaron radicalmente y los Gigantes lo hicieron su primera selección. Y 10º pelotero escogido en el país en el año 2006. Tiro va primera. Fue en el mismo reclutamiento en que los Dodgers escogieron a Clayton Kershaw. No se sabía en verdad quién iba a firmar a quién. Lanzamiento viene. Foul y se poncha Lincecum. Así es que hay un out. Tercer ponche que registra Anderson. Los Dodgers y los Gigantes tenían los puestos pegados para escoger en ese reclutamiento. Y Logan White no estaba seguro si escoger a Lincecum o escoger a Clayton Kershaw. Y se decidió finalmente por Clayton Kershaw. Y San Francisco escogió a Lincecum. Nori Aoki viene a batear, sacó que infligir en su primer turno el tiro a primera, no la pasa. Aoki fue doblado en primera en esa espectacular jugada de Jack Peterson, en que se fue hacia atrás contra la barda, capturando un batazo, tirando hacia el shortstop Rollins, y Rollins un tiro perfecto a primera, y le dejaron fácil fuera de la amarilla a Aoki, logrando una doble matanza escandalosa a los Dodgers. Y la primera, nada pasa. Aoki está bateando 312. Con compañeros en base tiene un promedio de 2.95 Aoki. Listo, Anderson viene, bola bajita. Una bola sin strike, lanzamiento de apenas 80 millas por hora. Hermoso clima hoy en Los Ángeles, es un poquito de calor sabroso hoy. Esta noche está en verdad delicioso. La temperatura estaba en los 77 grados al empezar el juego, a las 7:10 de la noche. Anderson listo, el lanzamiento viene, bola baja, cae a una cuenta de 2 bolas sin strikes con Aoki. El pitcher Brett Anderson, Joe Panik en el círculo de espera. Mañana el segundo juego de esta serie, la esperada revancha de Clayton Kershaw y Madison Bumgarner se enfrentaron la semana pasada en San Francisco. No fueron los pitchers en récord. Lanzamiento viene muy alta, una curva que no rompe. Los Dodgers han ganado 7 juegos consecutivos aquí en casa. Están buscando su 8º triunfo consecutivo en casa. Y esto pasaría por primera vez desde el año 2009. Lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike. Cuando comenzó la campaña del 2009, los Dodgers lograron hilvanar 13 victorias consecutivas. Ahora están buscando su 8ª victoria consecutiva. Lanzamiento viene sobre el plato, cantado el segundo strike. Este año aquí en casa los Dodgers lo han hecho tremendamente bien, hay que reconocerlo. En 9 juegos, 8 victorias y solamente 1 derrota este año, y han promediado casi 6 carreras por juego aquí en Dodger Stadium. Sale el corredor a esa segunda, batazo por tercera, el tiro va a segunda, ahora el tiro a primera, safe el primera. Se envasa Aoki por preferencia o fielder choice por tercera. Del 5 al 4, el segundo out en la intermedia. Crawford fue out, apretada, eso sí, la jugada en segunda. Joe Panik va a batear. Anderson en el montículo. Panik sacó un elevado al jardín central en su primer turno al bate. El picheo de los Dodgers ha estado también muy bien aquí en casa. Bola bajita, lanzamiento rompiente. Tienen una efectividad aquí en casa los lanzadores de los Dodgers de 2.96, habiendo permitido 27 carreras en 85 episodios. La oposición batea únicamente 2.27. Bola bajita. 2 bolas en strikes para Joe Panik. Hay 2 outs, hombre en primera, 0-0 el juego. Para el día miércoles se anuncian a Ryan Bogerson por San Francisco. Sale el corredor, el tiro sobre el plato, tira segunda, muy alto el tiro. Se roba a Aoki la intermedia. Sexta, va a ser robada para Aoki. Se coloca en posición anotadora. 2 bolas, un strike, la cuenta para Joe Panik. Anderson se prepara. Le llama a su catcher. Quieren conversar allí cerca del montículo. Hoy los Dodgers de Los Ángeles vendieron al pitcher zurdo Javier Cedeño a los Rays de Tampa Bay. Cedeño fue adquirido por los Dodgers de los Nationals de Washington el día 22 de este mes de abril. 2 días después le designaron para un assignment. Nunca llegó a vestir el uniforme de los Dodgers. El lanzamiento es bajo, al suelo. 3 bolas, un strike para Panik. Luego, Ángel Pagán. En segunda está Aoki. 3 bolas, un strike. Anderson listo, ha dado una base por bolas. Foul por la izquierda, la pelota se va a las gradas. Y la cuenta es máxima ahora para pitcher y bateador. 3 bolas y 2 strikes, una recta de 91 millas por hora. Ya se prepara el pitcher. Tiene las señas ya de Yasmani Grandal. En segunda está Aoki. Jugando profundo el segunda base, Howie Kendrick. No está listo todavía el pitcher Anderson. No está seguro al menos. Ahora sí, listo ya. Lanzamiento viene, batazo por tercera. Ahí está Uribe con la pelota, el tiro a primera, cae el tercer out. Del 5 al 3 retirado Panic. Así es que 0 carreras, 0 imparables. 2 innings y medio, 0-0.
Ahora tu app de Wells Fargo está en español. Para esos momentos en donde hablar español te hace las cosas más fáciles. Le sucedió a
Calles con su concesionario Chevy del sur de California o socalchevy.com. Play ball fanáticos, pasamos a la parte complementaria del tercer episodio. 0-0 el juego. Gigantes y Dodgers. Andre Isier va a batear. Viene el lanzamiento poquito alto. Una bola sin strikes. Andre Isier sacó una línea durísima por primera para doble matanza. Estaba Rollins envasado con base por bolas y lo doblaron. Bola mala, se le va la pelota al catcher, su saca hacia atrás. El año pasado, Tim Lincecum tuvo muchos problemas lanzando fuera de su casa en San Francisco. En el camino tuvo únicamente 3 victorias y 6 derrotas con efectividad de 6.02. Lanzamiento viene, bola mala, 3 bolas sin strikes. En casa, en cambio, tuvo 9 victorias y 3 derrotas con 3.91 de efectividad. Isier bateando, 3 bolas sin strikes. Lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike, funcional automático. Isier contra derechos este año está bateando un respetabilísimo 3.24 con 2 cuadrangulares, 5 impulsadas. En total, 11 hits en 34 turnos. Cantado el segundo strike y la cuenta ahora es máxima, 3 bolas y 2 strikes. Resultados de béisbol de las grandes ligas presentados por Budweiser. Bola baja, pase por bolas para Isier. Tercer pasaporte que otorga Tim Lincecum. No hay outs, hombre en primera y Adrián González va a batear. Adrián sacó sencillo en su primer turno al bate. Los resultados son presentados por Budweiser. Orgullo, tradición, sabor. Budweiser, el auténtico sabor de la gran cerveza al lager. En el séptimo inning, Seattle ganando 3-1 a los Rangers o Llaneros de Texas, el juego en Arlington. Lanzamiento es alto para Adrián, una recta. Detroit está ganando en el octavo inning 5-3 a los Mellizos de Minnesota. Los Royals de Kansas City vencieron hoy 6-2 a los Indios en Cleveland. En el quinto episodio, Colorado está ganando 4-0 a los Diamondbacks de Arizona. Lanzamiento sobre el plato. Buena curva. Una bola y un strike. Tercer episodio, Houston y San Diego empatados a 0 carreras. Boston ganó a Toronto 6-5. Foul, la pelota hacia atrás, segundo strike para Adrián González. Tampa Bay y los Yankees ganaron los Yankees 4-1. El juego Medias Blancas de Chicago y Baltimore fue cancelado no por mal clima, fue cancelado debido a la, ¿cómo diríamos? Por órdenes de la policía de Baltimore. Han habido incidentes raciales en Baltimore en las últimas horas, ayer sobre todo, y hoy la policía ordenó la cancelación del juego Medias Blancas y Orioles de Baltimore. Lanzamiento de Lindsey Conn, bola bajita. Atlanta venció 8-4 a los Nationals de Washington. Los Rojos de Cincinnati doblegaron a los Cerveceros de Milwaukee 9-6. Los Mets de Nueva York volvieron al sendero de la victoria. Ganaron hoy 3-1 a los Marlins de Miami. Listo Lindsey Conn, lanzamiento, viene batazo de hit al jardín izquierdo central y Fier sigue su marcha tercera. Amenaza a Aoki con tirar a tercera, lo hace esa segunda. Hombres en primera y tercera. Segundo imparable de la noche de Adrián González. Como que la pelota tenía ojos. Se fue exactamente entre Crawford y McGee en el tercera base y el shortstop de hit al jardín izquierdo. Nuevamente los Dodgers tienen hombre en tercera sin outs. Segunda vez que eso ocurre. La primera fue en el segundo inning cuando Crawford abrió con triple. Batazo en línea de hit al jardín central, saca aquí Henry, que viene anotando. Ifier llega a tercera. Adrián González, se van arriba los Dodgers 1-0. Segundo imparable consecutivo después de una base por bolas. 1-0 Dodgers. Carrera impulsada para Henry. Tiene 13 en total. Esta jugada ofensiva del momento es un patrocinio de Arco. Arco, gasolina calidad, Tap Tier por menos. Tu auto aguanta mucho. Ayuda a proteger su máquina de depósitos dañinos con gasolina Tap Tier de Arco. Más detalles con arco.com. Rompieron el hielo los Dodgers. Listo el pitcher. Cantado el strike para Grandal. Esa base por bolas para Ifier se convierte en carrera. Ensecom listo. Lanzamiento viene. Cantado el strike número 2. No hay outs. Adrián en tercera, listo para venir al home plate. Tira primera, nada pasa con Kendrick. Los Cachorros de Chicago vencieron hoy por blanqueada 4-0 a los Piratas de Pittsburgh. Lanzamiento viene, bola mala al suelo. Los Phillies de Filadelfia vencieron 4-1 a los Cardenales de San Luis. Resultados hoy en Grandes Ligas presentados por Budweiser. Orgullo, tradición, sabor. Budweiser, el auténtico sabor de la gran cerveza Lager. Grandal bateando. Van Slyke, que está en el círculo de espera. Bateará por Carl Crawford. Le tira falla. El tira segunda. Se va la pelota al jardín central. Y viene anotando Adrián González. Así es que para Henry, que es base robada y un error en la jugada. Error de Susak, el catcher. Tenía la impresión de que la pelota iba a llegar muy a tiempo para poner out en segunda a Howie Kendrick. Pero no pudieron allá con la pelota. Brandon Crawford debía haber hecho la jugada. Error del catcher. 2-0 Dodgers. Bateando Scott Von Slyke ahora. Scott Von Slyke está bateando. ¿Habrá pasado algo a Crawford con el triple que sacó en el segundo inning? Batazo fuerte de gira al jardín izquierdo. Y se queda en tercera Kendrick. Con strike, transformándose en un pelotero muy valioso para los Dodgers. Uribe va a batear. Hombres en primera y tercera. Solamente un out, del lado de Grandal. Batazo de hit al jardín derecho. Viene anotando Kendrick, se queda en segunda, Don Snike, y van ganando los Dodgers ahora 3-0. Carrera impulsada para Juan Uribe, sencillo al jardín derecho. Todas las carreras son limpias. A batear Jock Peterson. 3-0 Dodgers. Así es que aquí han despertado los Dodgers con base por bolas, 2 sencillos, luego un out y luego otros 2 sencillos. Hombres en primera y segunda para John Peterson. Ahora Kendrick tiene un promedio fantástico con corredores en posición anotadora, 412 y 9 impulsadas. Era una curva y falla Peterson. Tremendo lanzamiento aquí. Logra desarrollar Tim Lincecum. Jock Peterson viene al juego bateando 2.75. Está con 2.69 de promedio. 2 cuadrangulares, 7 impulsadas. Listo Lincecum. Lanzamiento es bajo. Una recta al suelo. Una bola y un strike para el jovencito Jock Peterson. Valdez llega a segunda con doblete. Peterson se queda en tercera. Juan Uribe. 4-0 están ganando los Dodgers.
One ball and no strikes. Uribe and Peterson taking their leads. High chopper over the mound, near the bag, gobbled up. Great play by Panic, and the Dodgers now have some base running problems, but Posey has no one to throw the ball to. On that ball up the middle, it was a wonderful play by Panic, who kept on going towards third. Meanwhile, Crawford, the shortstop, was racing to his left to try to back up Panic. And when the ball is retrieved by Panic, made a good backhand short hop throw. Posey looked, no play at third, and there wasn't anybody at second base to throw the ball. So the Dodgers get a break as Anderson grounds out. That was a nice play by Panic. So 2 out, second and third, and here's Jimmy Rollins. Walked in the first inning, robbed of a base hit on a diving play by Maxwell in right field. 4 runs, 8 hits for the Dodgers. 4-0 Dodgers. And Rollins with first base open takes ball 1. Lincecum came into the game with an earned run average of 2. But he is being roundly and soundly abused here in the third. Rollins, the 9th man to come to the plate. Jimmy swings, doesn't get it. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Giants. The 1-1 pitch is taken fastball low and away. 2-1. Of course, when you talk about Lincecum now, you talk fastball at 86. There was a time when you would talk Lincecum fastball and you were talking 94. 2-1 pitch on the way, taken off the plate again. First base open, and another left-hand batter, Andre Ethier, coming up. Dodgers with 5 hits to go with their 4 runs. Rollins hits the 3-1 pitch foul down the left field line and back into the crowd. 3-2. When the Giants come up in the 4th inning, they'll have Pagan, Posey, and Maxwell. Pagan robbed of an extra base hit in the 1st inning. Posey flied to right, Maxwell doubled. 3-2 to Rollins. Swung on, little ground ball right side. Panic is on it, and that's that. The Dodgers leave runners at 2nd and 3rd, but they pick up a big 4. It all starts with the Dodgers. It was Kendrick, a base hit that cashed in Ethier. Then it was a long double by Jock Peterson, and the Dodgers piled up 4. And at the end of 3, lead.
The power arms.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Put it in the books.
The big bats.
You can kiss it goodbye.
The speed demons.
Man, game-changing speed.
The glove men.
Somehow, he waved the glove at the ball and caught it.
Quick pitch. Heidi Watney recaps every dazzling highlight and all the pivotal moments. Along with a heads-up preview of the big matchups coming down the pike. Quick pitch. Late nights and every morning on MLB Network.
Dodge Challenger with an EPA estimated 30 highway MPG. This car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com today. 4th inning, Brett Anderson facing Angel Pagan. 1 ball and no strikes. Scott Van Slyke, who batted for Crawford and singled, is now in left field, and we'll await the news on Carl Crawford. Ground ball to short. Rollins, 1 away. In case you have joined us a bit late, with all of the other Dodger injuries, the fact that Yasiel Puig is on the DL, Joel Peralta with a bad back, Hyun-Jin Ryu with the tender shoulder, and the Dodgers lost Brandon McCarthy. You might remember he left a game in his last start with a tightness in the elbow. And it turned out to be an injury to the ulnar collateral ligament. No balls and 1 strike to count to Posey. Whether that will lead to Tommy John surgery and the loss of McCarthy for, a year and a half remains to be seen. And now Carl Crawford triples in the second inning. For those of you who wondered, McCarthy 3-0, had an ERA of 5.8 and had to come out. A drive to center. Peterson goes back a few strides. 2 down. Now we're wondering about Crawford. Carl has had leg problems in the past, and he tripled to open up the second inning. We saw him pick up his bats and his glove and go back to the clubhouse. And of course the Dodgers are so fortunate. I mean, everybody talked about the excess outfielders in spring training, remember? And now you have Ethier playing a solid right field, and Van Slyke is certainly capable of playing a solid left field. Fly ball to center. Peterson gloves it. A 1-2-3 inning for Brett Anderson. And at the end of 3.5 innings, 4-0 favor the Dodgers.
¿Alguna vez tu antojo ha hablado por ti?
Y esto fue lo que sucedió la mañana del Costillas Barbecue, donde nosotros tendremos más.
Deja que tu antojo hable por ti con el sub del día de Subway. Porque hoy, mañana y toda la semana tendrás un sabor diferente por tan solo 35 pesos. Ven y pruébalos. Subway, come sabroso y fresco.
Fan. We are delighted to have him in Pop's hands and arms as we move on to the bottom of the 4th inning. And a reminder, be sure to be one of the first 15,000 children 14 and under in attendance May 3rd. Get a kid's Yasiel Puig replica jersey presented by Rice Krispies Treats. For more information, go to Dodgers.com/promotions. May 3rd, by the way, a Sunday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Brett Anderson had just what the doctor ordered. He had a 6-pitch 4th inning. Now Lincecum will have to work to Andre Ethier. So Anderson cut it back now to only 54 pitches in 4 innings. Lincecum made 65 in the first 3, including 29 pitches in the 3rd inning. The Giants and the Mets, they're the only 2 divisional leaders in the major leagues under 500 on the road. The Mets, of course, were 10-0. The Dodgers 8-1 at home. Joe Panik from Yonkers can tell you about the Mets. 1-2 the count. Giants, meanwhile, 3.5 back of the Dodgers. Little nubber out in front of the plate. That takes care of Ethier. 1 away.
Number 23.
Well, this game has had a lot and was still a long way to go. They had some brilliant defensive plays, and then the Dodgers breaking loose in the 3rd inning. First inning started on that great play by Peterson. Came back to see the great diving catch by Justin Maxwell. We saw Maxwell make a great play up at AT&T Park on Yasiel Puig's foul ball. He made a great sliding catch, crashed into the concrete base, hurt his knee, but stayed in there. That's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Lincecum, that check swing by Ethier and the out. That's his second strikeout. Gonzalez 2 for 2, single to center and single to left. Pulled on the ground to the shallow right fielder, Joe Penn. So 2 out in the 4th inning.
Number 47.
And Howie Kendrick coming up. Kendrick single to left, single to right, scored a run. Dodgers not only 4 runs and 8 hits. They left 2 men in the 1st inning. They left 2 men in the 2nd inning. And they left 2 men in the 3rd. That's going to go foul down the line. Still 0-2 to Howie. Lincecum is due to bat 4th when the Giants come up in the 5th inning. High fly ball, very playable, and it'll be Maxwell. So the Dodgers go quietly, 1-2-3 in the 4th inning for the first time tonight, and at the end of 4-0 Dodgers. Fourth inning, he made only 6 pitches to retire the side. He had made 48 pitches in the first 3, so he got a little bit of a rest. Now he goes back to work. Andrew Susac, the catcher, Casey McGee, the third baseman, and then Brandon Crawford, the shortstop. First time around, both Susac and McGee struck out. Susac, a fine young catcher and a good hitter, hits it up the middle. Kendrick is there. 1 out.
Number 14, Casey McGee.
Casey McGee coming up. In some ways, and I realize if you're a Dodger fan, you're not going to give the Giants anything, but if you were, it wouldn't be a bad idea to sympathize, almost empathize with Casey McGee, who looks at a great curveball for a strike. 0-1. McGee has a little son named Mikhail who battles with cerebral palsy. He was diagnosed at the age of 2. He had to use a walker. Now he has bulky leg braces. And of course, for McGee, wherever he plays, he has to have therapy for the child. Grounds out. So the pressure, the personal pressure on himself and his family because of young Mikhail, and coming to a new team, replacing one of the great favorites, Pablo Sandoval, your heart goes out to him. Although I know you're not going to root for him with the bases loaded and the tying run, etc. But still, they're not wind-up dolls. And here's Brandon Crawford, who walked in the 3rd inning. Eight in a row retired by Brett Anderson. Started after he walked Brandon Crawford. Hector Sanchez comes out on deck. Switch hitting catcher to bat for Lincecum. A little foul out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's Hector. Hector, the tattoo collector. He's got quite a few of them. Meanwhile, George Contos up in the pen. Two balls and 1 strike. With Crawford up there, Scott Van Slyke plays a very shallow left field. Peterson is up. 3-1 the count to Brandon. Tim Lincecum this close to coming out. That's a strike. And off the plate for ball 4. That would be the second walk given up by Anderson. And here now is Hector Sanchez.
Number 29, Hector Sanchez.
So that'll do it for Lincecum as Sanchez checks in at home plate. Hector out of Maracay in Venezuela. 5'11" and a good .210. Originally signed by the Giants back in 2007. Foul ball out of play. 0-1. Sanchez, the third catcher. Posey, who catches and plays first. Susac, and now Hector. With the Giants last year, he struggled with the bat. Ground ball to the hole. That's a base hit to left field. So Lincecum a single, or his batter Sanchez hitting for him. And 2 on, 2 out.
Number 23,
Aoki coming up.
Nori Aoki.
Four runs, 8 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 3 hits for the Giants. Aoki single to the shortstop in the hole, beat the throw by Jimmy Rollins. And then last time up, hit into a force play. Promptly stole second, but Panic grounded out. So the Giants trying to get back in the game. 2 on, 2 out. And here's Aoki. Crawford and Sanchez. Slow curveball for ball 1. Anderson ready for his 68th pitch. Fastball low. 2-0. As the starting pitcher, you have to go the required 5 innings. Anderson has gone 4 2/3. Dodgers lead 4-0. Strike. Honeycutt and Mattingly watching Anderson, working his way, trying to get through on his 70th pitch. Ball 3. Three and 1. Ground ball. Foul ball. Foul ball. Quick call by Quinn Walcott on the line back at third. By the way, remember earlier we were talking about Tim Lincecum, and we said if a hitter swings at the first pitch, the batting average is .056. Well, it's interesting tonight. The Dodgers have 8 hits against Lincecum, and 4 of the 8 hits came on the first pitch. So sabermetrics goes out the window tonight. First and second, 2 out, 3 and 2 the count to Aoki. Runners go, ground ball up the middle, and that's going to score 1. Peterson comes up with it. Crawford brings it home. Sanchez stops at second, and the Dodger lead is 4-1. In the Dodger bullpen, Carlos Frias hasn't even warmed up yet as Aoki comes up with a single up the middle. But he is a pest. He finds the spot. That's his second hit. Run batted in. Crawford brings it home. Sanchez stops at second. And the batter is Joe Panik. 1 run, 4 hits for the Giants. Carlos Frias warming up. Panik fly to center, grounded to third, 0 for 2. Aoki at first, Sanchez at second. Slow curveball in for a strike. Fastball hit to right. It's over Ethiers' head. It's going to go to the board off the base of the scoreboard. 1 run will score. Stopping at third is Aoki on a long double, and it's 4-2 Dodgers, and Anderson is hanging on. I'm sure Mattingly and Honeycutt would love to get him through the inning, but he's having a tough time doing it. With 2 out, a walk to Crawford. Angels. For Brett Anderson, so close. 2 out. Then a walk, 2 singles and a double. Having been a ball player, Mattingly knows how important it is. Trying to help his pitcher, but at the same time, he can't afford to blow a 4-0 lead. Trying to engage the plate umpire, Eric Cooper. Give Frias a little more time to warm up, but he has not made the indication that he's changing. Now he has. So near and yet so far. Brett Anderson has to come out, not only coming out where he can't win, the only consolation is he can't lose. The runners on base are the tying runs. We'll be right back. brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Now you can axe the tax on the entire 2015 Prius family. See your Toyota dealer today. Brett Anderson had a 4-0 lead with 2 out in the 5th inning. He needed 1 more out to go the required 5 and apparently pick up an easy victory. But there's nothing easy in the big league. With 2 out, he walked Crawford. Then Sanchez a pinch hit single. Then Aoki a single to score Crawford. Then Panic a double to score Sanchez. So runners at 2nd and 3rd, representing the 3rd and 4th runs, and it's in the hands now of Carlos Frias, just recently called up. Frias made his major league debut August last year, went 2 innings against the Angels, 2 scoreless innings, then made a major league start, and it was a nightmare. Angel Pagan is 0 for 2 thanks to that great play by Peterson in the 1st inning, and ball 1. They also forced Pagan by bringing in a right-hander to bat left-handed. Carlos Frias, in his game against the Rockies, was pulled in the 1st inning, charged with 8 runs. That was a nightmare game for the young right-hander from the Dominican Republic. High chopper over the mound, over second base. Great run-saving block by Kendrick that saved the tying run by diving at the ball. So Pagan singles up the middle. That scores Aoki, and certainly Panic would have scored, except for the big play by Kendrick. All-out hustle, diving, backhanding, scrambling, and the runner had to hold. So Pagan, a single and a run batted in. So the Giants come bouncing back from down 4-0. It's now 4-3. And here's Buster Posey with runners at 1st and 3rd. Posey 0 for 2 with fly balls. Oh, and 1. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Carlos Frias is a big man, but on the lean side. He's 6'4", but weighs about 170, 175, and yet he can hit 96 on the gun. 1st and 3rd, 2 out in the 5th, 4-3 Dodgers. 1 ball and 1 strike. Frias basically a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. Curveball, slider, changeup. Usually gets a lot of ground balls. He's behind now 2-1. Posey is the 8th man to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. Dodgers scored 4 in the 3rd, and now the Giants coming back. 2-1 to Posey. 2-2. 93-mile-an-hour. That's the 2-seamer that has a tendency to sink. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on at 1st and 3rd. And ball 3. Waiting on deck, Justin Maxwell. Maxwell doubled and flied to center. Posey with 2 fly balls at the plate. So 3-2 and 2 down. Pagan ready to go from first. They're not holding him. There he goes on a foul ball down the right field line. Well back in the lower deck. So in the inning, Crawford walked with 2 outs. Sanchez, the pinch hitter, singled into second. Aoki singled up the middle to cash in Crawford. Panic double to right. that scored Sanchez. Aoki stopped at third. Three and two. Pagan goes on ball four, and the bases are loaded for Maxwell. Maxwell becomes the ninth man to come up here in the fifth inning. Maxwell earlier made a diving catch on a ball hit by Jimmy Rollins in the second inning. That catch saved 2 runs. Now Maxwell's coming up where he can come up with a couple of runs with the bat after saving 2 with the glove. Uribe over to talk to Frias. Carlos Frias will be 26 the middle of November. So the ninth man to come up, Justin Maxwell. Fastball strike at 97. Panic at third, Pagan at second, Posey at first. So the P men are out there. Oh and 1. Comebacker. So Maxwell, the ninth man to come up, hits back to the box. The Giants leave 2 but score 3. And at the end of 4.5 innings, the Dodgers now trying to hold on to what was once a 4-0 lead and is now 4-3.
It's that time of year when young stars look to make their mark on the majors, when seasoned vets look to put another stamp on history, and when the unpredictable is just bound to happen. Millar and Rose are ready to go for 2015. The interviews, the insight.
He's great every time he touches that mound.
The madness, intentional talk. Weeknights at 5 only on MLB Network.
The fifth inning. And you know, friends, May the 15th, Denny's presents Friday Night Fireworks. You can take your place on the field, see the fireworks, featuring songs from 1965. For more information, go to Dodgers.com/promotion. Tim Lincecum went out for the pinch hitter, down 4-0. Now it's 4-3. And George Contos out of Lincolnwood, Illinois, went to school at Northwestern. That name Contos is Greek indeed, and he attended Greek school, raised by his grandparents, who both spoke Greek. George is 6'3", a good 215. He'll be 30 years old the middle of June. He was originally signed by the Yankees. Yasmani Grandal has grounded out, struck out 0 for 2. So the starting pitchers are gone. 0-1. 0-2. Don Mattingly tried so hard to get Brad Anderson a victory, but he just couldn't do it. 1-2. Little ground ball. Panic. One away. Now the batter will be Scott Van Slyke. Van Slyke came up as a pinch hitter. We never heard why Crawford went out of the game. We assume that when he tripled, maybe something hurt. We're waiting to hear. But meanwhile, Van Slyke walked up and got a base hit to left field. Good fastball, good swing, 0-1. One and one. Contos, good sinking fastball. He has a slider and a changeup. He's really been working on his curveball. Very much of a bulldog out there. 1-1. Little tap. Contos bare hand straightens up. Nice pick by Posey at the end of a high throw. 2 down in the 5th inning, and Juan Uribe coming up. Uribe walked and singled. His base hit extends his hitting streak to 9. Down in the Dodger bullpen, another newcomer, Sergio Santos, begins to warm up. And ball 1. When the Giants come up in the 6th inning, they'll have Susac, McGee, and Brandon Crawford. Carlos Frias may or may not go out to the mound. It all depends with Santos loosening up. Frias made 11 pitches to get Maxwell. Big swing. 2-1. Contos pitched very briefly with the Yankees in 2011. Eventually came to the Giants, and he's been going back and forth from Fresno to San Francisco. Curveball lifted foul. Posey and Panic. Panic reaching in, but no chance. Two and two the count. Panic and Posey, they figure to be alongside of each other for quite a while. Oh, sure. Posey will catch a lot, but as the years go by, Panic figures to be a fixture, and Posey play more first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 out, bases empty, 5th inning, 4-3 Dodgers. Foul back. Sergio Santos is throwing in the pen, so apparently one way or another they will lift Frias after he made 11 pitches. At least it looks that way. 2-2. Fastball, charging it. Casey McGee, a bounce. Whoa, what a pick by Posey. Wow. He does it all, doesn't he? A hurry throw by McGee, and Posey saves the play. The Dodgers go in order, and at the end of the 5, lead 4-3.
Experimenta la máxima aventura con los ATV y Side-by-Side Can-Am. Con una amplia gama de vehículos líderes en la industria, existe un Can-Am para todos. Desde el Outlander L a partir de $1,422 mensuales, hasta el dominante Maverick XDS Turbo de 121 caballos de fuerza. Sin importar el camino, los vehículos Can-Am tienen un desempeño líder en su clase, manejo supremo y diseño excepcional. Visite a su concesionario local o canamoffroad.com.
I had to hang it up. He had to have shoulder surgery performed by Dr. Frank Jobe. Well, it's interesting. When Tommy John had surgery, he had won 124. After surgery, he won 164. Well, for Orel Hershiser, he won more after the surgery than before. And with that, let's go back to this one. For the record, Orel had won 99 games before the surgery and 105 after. 2 balls and no strikes. Andrew Susac struck out, grounded out. Carlos Frias still in there. Santos is behind him. Popped in the air, foul. I mean, that thing is up. Two and one to count. In the Dodger bullpen, and it's really tough to figure out. You can't take your eyes off the bullpen. It's like looking at the Dodger roster. It changes before your eyes. So Frias came in, made 11 pitches, and stays in. Santos was throwing. He's not. Adam Liberatore, who is back with the big club, is down in the pen. That one's another towering pop foul. Susac fouling out to his fellow catcher, Yasmani Grandal, one away.
Number 14, Casey McGee.
The Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th inning are due to send a Peterson, then Frias, and then Rollins. Oh, there's Adam Liberatore getting ready. McGee has struck out, grounded out, 0 for 2. Fastball. They give McGee a lot of territory because Van Slyke plays straight away and left. Peterson is in right center. Now they move Van Slyke about 5 steps to his left to close it up a little bit. 0-2. Casey McGee struck out, grounded out. Came into the game hitting 188. Javier Lopez, the left-hander, now gets up in the Giant pen. Fastball hit in the air to right field. Ethier coming over to the line. Oh, nice catch. So McGee fouls out. 2 foul balls in the 6th inning, and the batter will be Brandon Crawford. Andre doing a great job in the absence of Yasiel Puig. Rick Honeycutt is going out to talk to Frias how they want him to pitch to Brandon Crawford. On deck, Brandon Belt. So they have Liberatore up there for two reasons, perhaps. If Belt comes up, then Liberatore comes in. So this is a big at-bat. Frias trying to get Crawford in the inning. If he doesn't get him, he's coming out. Four runs, 8 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Giants. Oh, and 1. Crawford, as we mentioned earlier, has done very, very well against left-handers. That's why they didn't bring Liberatore in to pitch to him now. They would bring Liberatore in to face Belt. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. One and 1. I was watching that pitch in the dirt and the exchange of balls. Eric Cooper put a new one in play. Pitchers have remarkable sense of touch as far as a baseball is concerned. Ball 2. Ron Luciano was an American League umpire doing a game with Jim Palmer pitching. And he decided when Palmer didn't want a ball, instead of throwing it out, Luciano put the ball in his pocket. And an inning later, snuck the ball back in. And Palmer immediately said, no, this is the ball I didn't want an inning ago. They can be that sharp. 2-2 the count. Tomorrow night, Madison Bumgarner, Clayton Kershaw. For the second time. Did that hit him? He just did get out of the way of it. So 3-2 the count. Now they've switched. Matt Duffy is out on deck instead of Brandon Belt. 3-2, very big pitch. 4-3 Dodgers. Ground ball gobbled up. That'll do it. 3-1. So Frias comes in, gets the 3 outs. The big inning for him, and we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 4, Giants 3. DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com. Use promo code BLUECREW for free entry. And by your Southern California Kia dealers. Visit MySoCalKia.com to learn more. Bottom of the sixth inning. Dodgers led 4-0. Giants fought their way back to make it 4-3. It'll be Peterson. Then we'll see about a hitter for Frias. And Frias is out in the on-deck circle, so we'll have to wait and see. Peterson not only made a spectacular catch and started a double play in the first inning, he doubled his last at-bat. 1 for 2. Angel Pagan was robbed by Peterson. That's a strike. 0-1. One ball and one strike. George Cantos picking up the pieces for Tim Lincecum, who allowed 4 runs and 8 hits. Chopper foul, 1-2. Peterson, when he doubled in the third inning, it meant that he has now reached base safely 15 of the last 19 games. What is amazing, a young hitter is usually over anxious, but he's a pretty patient hitter. Peterson has walked 15 times. Lifts a breaking ball to right center field and deep. Would you believe he's hit it out? Jock Peterson's third home run. He hit a breaking ball. It's a question when we look at it again, how far from the ground was that breaking ball? The Jock runs number 3. That's Brandon League all over him.
Number 77.
And the Dodgers lead 5-3. Young Jock, very popular player. Simply he knows his place. He's quiet, unassuming. That's a strike to Frias. Take a look at the location. That thing was, in fact, you could see Susak's glove touch the ground. The ball was below the zone, and Jock just hit it out. A bunt down to get it. Cantos. Play at first in time. So Peterson homers. Frias is out 1-3.
Jimmy Rollins.
And Jimmy Rollins coming up. So Jock Peterson enjoying the role as the regular center fielder. Little sheepish grin. Jimmy has walked. He lost a base hit on the diving catch by Maxwell, and last time up grounded out. Ball 1. For Cantos, he would figure to be coming out. He's due to lead off the 7th inning. Missed. Ball 2. Two and one. Dodgers scored 4 times in the third inning on 5 hits. But Brett Anderson could not get the third out in the 5th inning. Giants scored 3. That's a ground ball to Panic. 2 down. And the batter will be Andre Ethier. So it's been Anderson relieved by Frias, Lincecum relieved by Cantos. Game 1 of the 3-game series, Bumgarner and Kershaw tomorrow night Vogelsong and Greinke the concluding game. Thursday is an open date, and then the Diamondbacks will be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Greinke, fresh from another great outing. Andre Ethier robbed of an extra base hit and a run batted in. Great stab of Ethier's line drive by Buster Posey in the first inning. Walked and struck out next to plate appearances. That's a strike. So Andre in a hole, 0-2. Five runs, 9 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 6 hits for the Giants. Santos making 25 pitches. Fastball. Still 0-2. Boschi's team having won 4 of the last 5, arriving here 3.5 games back of the Dodgers. 0-2. Ball 1. Lincecum made 76 pitches in his 4 innings. Anderson made 74 pitches in 4 2/3 innings. And now you settle into a battle of the bullpens. 1-2. Fastball hit the left. Going back on it is Aoki. So after the leadoff home run by Jock Peterson, the Dodgers go 1-2-3. But Peterson going after a breaking ball almost in the dirt, and he hits it into the seats in right center field, and the Dodgers lead 5-3. A little bit, and now after Frias had gotten to the mound and Gregor Blanco had been announced as the pinch hitter, Mattingly makes a move. He's had his left hander Liberatore getting ready, and so he will bring Liberatore in, and we'll see whether Blanco stays in the game or not. We'll get that answer after we come back.
¿Alguna vez tu antojo ha hablado por ti?
Y esto fue lo que sucedió la mañana del Costillas Barbecue, donde nosotros tendremos más detalles.
Deja que por ti con el sub del día de Subway. Porque hoy, mañana y toda la semana tendrás un sabor diferente por tan solo 35 pesos. Ven y pruébalos. Subway, come sabroso y fresco.
Coast, as Madison Bumgarner had the greatest World Series in history against a Cy Young MVP award pitcher by the name of Kershaw. Well, they tangled up north and it was a draw, and they'll go after each other again right here tomorrow night. And for you, same time, same station. There are their numbers. They've each made 4 starts, and both not pitching as well as you'd imagine with ERAs over 4. Adam Liberatore coming in to pitch to Matt Duffy. Duffy, a local boy from Long Beach, appropriately enough, Long Beach State. Matt proven to be a good in the time I've seen him. Very, very handy with the bat. Strike. A long drink of water. 170 pounds. Matt can play anywhere in the infield, second, short, third, and another strike. So Blanco, who batted for Contos, and then it's Aoki and Panic, left-handers back to back. Time asked for the catcher. Yasmani Grandal is in. Eric Cooper. 0-2. Couple of local boys. Liberatore, born in Bellflower. Duffy at Long Beach. Liberatore went to school, however, at Tennessee Tech. Adams 6'3", 225. Up and down this year like so many of the Dodger bullpenners. 1-2. 2-2. Peterson shading Duffy slightly to right center, so the gap's in left center. Duffy arrived quickly. He was signed in 2012. 3-2. Duffy, Aoki, and Panic, and then Pagan. First two are left-handed, and Pagan switches. And then, of course, if it gets to him, you have Posey. 3-2 to Duffy. Got him. So Matt Duffy called out on strikes, and Liberatore wins that battle. 1 out.
Number 23, Nori Aoki.
Nori Aoki coming up. Aoki singled to the hole at short, hit into a force play and stole a base, and singled in that wild 5th inning. Giants got off the floor. They were down 4-0, got to 4-3. Peterson has made it 5-3. Foul ball. Pretty good fastball at 93, and it came right back in fastball alley. 0-1. And a breaking ball in there, so he's in the hole now. 0-2. Adam Liberatore trying to take care of Aoki. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball had him on the move. 1-2. Aoki's about 5'9", 180, 33 years old. Went to Waseda University and then played for the Yakult Swallows, I believe they are. A couple of years with the Brewers, and here he is. He was a pitcher through high school and moved to the outfield at the university. Little chopper, Liberatore on it. 2 down. Another left-hand batter coming up, Joe Panik.
Number 12, Joe Panik.
Panik tonight flied to center, grounded to third, and doubled to right to drive in 1. Yimi Garcia gets up now in the Dodger bullpen. Five runs, 9 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 6 hits for the Giants. Panik 1 for 3, and a strike on the corner. Panik, a wonderful young ball player. When the Giants lost Marco Scutaro, it looked like, well, they're going to have to wait a while because Scutaro had been such a valuable performer, and then they came up with Panik. Curveball. Kendrick is on it. So a nice 1-2-3 inning. Adam Liberatore in that duel for the pinch hitter gets Duffy to strike out. Then Aoki and Panik on ground balls, and the Dodgers still lead 5-3.
Hold on tight this season, as MLB Tonight brings you every twist and every turn all night long.
What an amazing play. Unbelievable.
Get the ride of your life on MLB Tonight, every night on MLB Network.
5-3 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th inning. Yusmeiro Petit becomes the third Giant pitcher, and he'll face Gonzalez, Kendrick, and Grandal in that order. High fly ball to center. Back goes Pagan, looking at the wall, sees he has room, and makes the catch. So a long fly ball to center, one away. Howie Kendrick coming up. Dodgers got 24 pitches out of Carlos Frias. Liberatore made 12 pitches in the 7th inning. The Liberatore turned in a good effort, a 1-2-3 inning. So here's Kendrick, 2 for 3. Single to left, single to right, fly to right. Susek out to talk to Petit. Kendrick spending 9 years over in the American League, so he has never faced Petit. And a strike, 0-2. Andre Ethier, Adrian Gonzalez, and Yasmani Grandal have all hit home runs in the past against Petit, and Jimmy Rollins has 2 against him. Curveball, slow roller, Crawford. Nice play. The Dodgers have been very quiet offensively since they scored the 4 runs on 5 hits in the 3rd inning. And then Peterson hit the home run in the 6th to give them the 5-3 lead. Pagan, Posey, and Maxwell will be due up in the 8th inning. Randall grounded out twice, struck out, and a strike. Yusmeiro Petit from Maracaibo in Venezuela. 6 feet and a big 250 pounds. When you asked Bruce Bochy about Petit being a starting pitcher, he said, I'd really like him more in long relief. Well, he's short relief tonight. Last September, Petit had a perfect game into the 9th inning against Arizona. The 27th batter, Eric Chavez, broke it up. That'll do it for Grandal. Dodgers tiptoe through the 7th inning. And at the end of 7, it's 5-3 Dodgers.
Lanzas, muerdes, pruebas. A ver cómo ruedas, abres y volteas. A ver cómo las apilas y las quiebras. A ver cómo las compartes y las sueñas. Si es con Oreo, siempre es hora de jugar. Las disfrutas como quieras, todo lo puedes probar. Hay que darle rienda a su imaginación. Jugando con Oreo.
Going to the 8th inning with 8 runs in the game. The busy boys have been Aoki with a couple of singles, stolen base, knocked in one and scored one. Howie Kendrick pretty much the same. And Jock Peterson with 2 extra base hits, a double and a home run. We've also had 7 pitchers in the game. Dodgers using Brett Anderson, Carlos Frias, and Adam Liberatore. Now Yimi Garcia. And for the Giants, Lincecum, Cantos, and Petit. Yimi Garcia, 6'1", about 175. He's 24 years old. He'll be 25 in August. He was signed by the Dodgers as an international free agent about 5-6 years ago. He made his debut in the 8th inning last year against the Washington Nationals. Gave up a hit to the first batter he faced, Bryce Harper, but he also got a strikeout. Basically, very good fastball, slider, and a changeup. Angel Pagan, Buster Posey, Justin Maxwell. As we mentioned at the very start of the game, the Giants are so much the better playing team when they have Pagan in center field. Ball 1. Pagan has had a lot of problems, back problem especially, but when he's healthy, he's a winner. Angel Pagan was originally signed by the Mets. 1-1. Pagan from Puerto Rico. He's from a tough neighborhood, Rio Piedras, gangs and drugs. But he was a buddy of Felix Trinidad, watching him work out. Ex-world champ. 1-2. So Pagan trained like a fighter to be a baseball player. He liked to box, but not to be a fighter. Angel said he remembers when his dad would have to borrow money to buy some food for the family. A poor, good slider in on the hand. That thing 5. And you look at it on that, floated. 2. Two and 2. Wow, that was a terrific changeup. After all those 95s, Yimi Garcia pulling the string, and he just missed. You see Grandal trying to frame it, but Cooper would not be fooled. So 3-2 to Angel Pagan with Buster Posey on deck. Got him outside corner. He knew it. So Garcia, a couple of 95s.
Number 28.
Then the change, and then back with a 94. And Pagan is done. So 1 out in the 8th inning. And now Buster Posey flied to right, flied to center, and walked. And a strike. Garcia, no nonsense. He goes right after the hitter. Yimi was in 8 games for the Dodgers last year. Basically throwing 94, 95. And boy, that was a heck of a changeup he threw to Pagan, even though it was ruled a ball. 1-1. 2-1. Again, that was off speed at 83. Fastball hit to the hole. Base hit. So Posey takes a mid-90s fastball and grounds it into left field. So Justin Maxwell coming up, and the tying run at the plate. Uribe to his left, Rollins to his right, and the ball finds its way through. Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits. Giants 3 runs, 7 hits. And now here's Maxwell. Double, fly to center, hit back to the box. Honeycutt on the phone. Dodgers have used Frias, Liberatore, and Garcia. Slider for sure. 0-1. Paco Rodriguez gets up in the Dodger bullpen. Maxwell very hot with the bat, hitting .310. Kind of uppercutting a high fastball. Justin Maxwell, the interesting thing about him, his father, a dentist to the president and the first lady. His father and mother were dentists in the Navy. Slider, 1-2. His father retired as a captain. His mom retired as a commander. So they handled the dental care for Bill Clinton and his family, Al Gore and his family, George Bush, his family. Meanwhile, Posey at first, 1 out, 8th inning, 5-3 Dodgers. Whoa, he tried to uppercut that. So Maxwell was trying to hit that out. No two ways about that. And strikes out instead. Up there, yep. So 2 strikeouts here in the 8th inning. And Andrew Susac will check in. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 7 hits for the Giants, and we're in the 8th. Remember, the Giants swept the Dodgers up north all 3 games. Dodgers trying to return the favor. Fastball fouled away. The paid attendance tonight, 46,704. 46,704. Tomorrow night might be a larger crowd with Madison Bumgarner going against Clayton Kershaw. No balls and 1 strike. As usual, Kershaw and Ellis shoulder to shoulder. Whether Ellis catches or not remains to be seen. One thing, when Bumgarner pitches, Grandal would bat right-handed. He's hitting .333 right, 200 left. So we'll see. 2-1 to Andrew Susac, 0 for 3. Casey McGee 0 for 3 on deck. Two balls, 1 strike. Fastball. 2-2. Eric Cooper shaken up a little bit on the foul ball, right into the mask. Eric, as we said, has called 3 no-hitters, one of them a perfect game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Posey at first. Slider hit to right center, but it's a room curve that's coming over the leaf here, and that's that. No runs, 1 hit, a man left. So the Dodger bullpen, Messrs. Frias, Liberatore, and Garcia holding the Giants, and the Dodgers lead 5-3. Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. And by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Choose Nissan.com. Dodgers take a 5-3 lead into the bottom of the 8th inning. It will be Scott Van Slyke who batted for Carl Crawford. Crawford tripled in the 2nd inning, and apparently a tightness in the side. Meanwhile, Van Slyke, a fly ball, that's all it is, to Aoki. 1 pitch, 1 away. So Crawford had to come out, and Van Slyke batted for him and singled. So Scott's 1 for 3. Juan Uribe now checking in against Petit. Yosmero from Venezuela against Uribe from the Dominican. Fastball line to right, and a good sinking try, but no cigar. Maxwell did make that catch earlier on a ball hit by Jimmy Rollins, but not this time. So a 1-out single that gives Uribe a walk and 2 singles. It was that close, close enough. He's a very impressive player, Justin Maxwell. We can tell you they're in the 8th inning. The Astros and the Padres are all tied up 4-4. Well, Maxwell played for Houston. Well, here's Young Jock, popped up, doubled to right, and homered to right center. Strike. The home run ball, a breaking ball that was almost in the dirt. Just take a look at the location on this pitch. Down there, you see the catcher Susak's mitt actually touched the dirt trying to receive it. Instead, Jock hits it in the seats. 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Turner now comes out on deck. Turner would bat for Garcia, and they're asking Chris Hatcher then to close it up. There's Hatch getting ready. Dodgers have been pretty aggressive. They have 10 hits. 5 of the 10 hits on the first pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Peterson hitting a very comfortable 296. Looking ahead, the Giants are due to send up McGee, Crawford, and the pitcher. Three and 1 to Jock. Meanwhile, Gonzalez and Garcia, each alone in his thoughts. Scott Van Slyke plucking hairs. Woo. Fastball up and in. 3 and 2 to Jock. Making sure, checking with Cooper that he swung at a strike. Yasmero Petit was originally signed by the New York Mets. Time. We talked earlier about Petit near perfect game. That was 2013. He became the 12th player in Major League history to lose a perfect game with 2 out in the 9th. There goes Uribe. The pitch is ball 4. So with 1 out, the Dodgers have runners at first and second, and Justin Turner will be coming up. By the way, if you wonder what's ahead for the Dodgers, well, the Giants here tomorrow night. That's Kershaw and Bumgarner. Wednesday night, it'll be the Giants with Vogelsong against Greinke. Thursday is an off day, and the weekend with the Arizona Diamondbacks. You may remember the Dodgers lost 2 out of 3 in Arizona when they met for the first time. So here's Justin with that 286 average, but a big 429 at home. 2 on, 1 out. Turner with Rollins on deck. And a high fly ball to center. Going back is Pagan. Still going back at the wall. It's gone. Turner has done it again. Justin Turner, when you think about it, is an incredible player. He doesn't play every day, but he sure does put dents in the opposition when he does. So a big 3-run home run, and the Dodgers now lead 8-3. Fastball right out over the middle of the plate. Pagan going as far as he can go. No chance. The Dodgers watching the pink scraper go out, and now they have a 5-run lead. Ball 1 to Jimmy Ronald. Oh, by the way, Turner walked up there and hit the first pitch. So the Dodgers with 11 hits, 6 of the 11 on the first pitch. A very, very aggressive team tonight in their first game at home. And Rollins pulls one foul. 1-1. So Uribe single, Peterson walk, Turner lowers the boom. Turner's first home run of the year. We mentioned he was hitting .429 here at Dodger Stadium. 2-1. So the Dodgers trying to have their home record 9-1. As Turner with a big swing. Bill Hayes and Bruce Bochy downcast for the moment. Tomorrow night, Madison Bumgarner and Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw hoping to get some runs tomorrow. Same for Bumgarner, who has not gotten very many this year either. 2-2. Rollins holds up 3-2 to Jimmy. Turner happy about everything, coming off the bench, hitting that big home run. And ball 4 to Jimmy Rollins. Yusmeiro Petit came into the game with an ERA of 3.7, and he had allowed 1 home run. Javier Lopez is going to be called in to face Andre Ethier after 3 runs in the inning. So bad inning for Yusmeiro Petit, and we'll be right back.
Lanzas, muerdes, pruebas. A ver cómo ruedas, abres y volteas. A ver cómo las apilas y las quiebras. A ver cómo las compartes y las sueñas. Si es coloreo, siempre es hora de jugar. Las disfrutas como quieras, todo lo puedes probar. Hay que darle rienda suelta a tu imaginación. Jugando con Oreo.
Streaming sports service is celebrating 13 years, so watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking widget, and more. Every night on every device. Visit MLB.tv for details. Javier Lopez has a degree in psychology from the University of Virginia. That has to come in handy for a reliever. As usual, a good ERA, 2.2. His wife has a doctorate in psychology, but it has not been easy. Javi has really bounced around. 0-1 to Andre Ethier. Ethier tonight robbed of an extra base hit and a run batted in. A diving one-hand grab of his line drive by Buster Posey. Walked and scored a run. Struck out and flied to left. On 1. Big chopper to Panic. They will get 1. They will not get another. So the inning is still alive for Adrian Gonzalez. Javi Lopez, in his 13 years, has bounced among 12 different teams. 4 major league teams, including the Giants, and 8 minor league teams. We just think about what that does to family life as he faces Gonzalez. Gonzalez single to center, single to left, scored a run, grounded out, fly to center. That's just off the plate. So you have as tough a left-hander against left-hand pitching against a knowledgeable hitter, but Gonzalez is batting only 182 against Lopez. Javi is just tough. Probably the one left-hand hitter who might handle him in the Dodger lineup would have been Carl Crawford. Crawford hitting .333 against him with 3 doubles, but Carl out with a sore side. Not sure what else to say about that until we hear more. 1-2. Shows you another difference between home and road. When the Dodgers were in San Francisco, they lost all 3. With runners in scoring position, they were 1 for 15. Tonight at home, the Dodgers are 5 for 11 with runners in scoring position. 1-2. Sneaks that thing. They're going to check, no swing. So Lopez and Gonzalez. Adrian, as you know, a wonderful hitter, but Lopez remarkably tough against left-hand batters. Little roller foul. Lopez, when he came to San Francisco, really found himself a home. He became the toughest left-hand pitcher against left-hand batters in the National League. Through last year, left-handers were hitting .164 against him. 2-2. Fastball just off the corner. Everything sidearm, basically been away. Runner going, pitch in on the hands. So all of the others were away. That time he tried to tie up Adrian. 3-2. And a comebacker. So Lopez beats another left-handed hitter, and not that Adrian Gonzalez is just another left-hand hitter. However, Justin Turner reached in, hits a 3-run home run, and at the end of 8, Dodgers lead 8-3.
¿Alguna vez tu antojo ha hablado por ti?
Y esto fue lo que sucedió la mañana del Costillas Barbecue, donde nosotros tendremos más de...
Deja que tu antojo hable por ti con el sub del día de Subway. Porque hoy, mañana y toda la semana tendrás un sabor diferente por tan solo 35 pesos. Ven y pruébalos. Subway, come sabroso y fresco.
The power arms.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, put it in the books.
The big bats.
You can kiss it goodbye.
The speed demons.
Man, game-changing speed.
The glove men.
Somehow, he waved the glove at the ball and caught it.
Quick Pitch. Heidi Watney recaps every dazzling highlight and all the pivotal moments. Along with a heads-up preview of the big matchups coming down the pike. Quick Pitch. Late nights and every morning on MLB Network.
8-3. Chris Hatcher becomes the 5th Dodger pitcher. Brett Anderson 4 2/3, and then Frias, Liberatore, Garcia, and Hatcher. Chris Hatcher in his last game Saturday at San Diego worked 1 inning, struck out 3. Hatcher has 12 strikeouts in his last 6 1/3 innings. His strikeout to walk ratio is really impressive. 12 strikeouts and 2 walks. Casey McGee struck out, grounded out, fouled out to right. Fastball missed, ball 1. Hatcher perhaps not quite as much, but he certainly reminds you of Josh Colmenter of Arizona, pitching directly over the top. Snapped that in at 95. Chris from Kinston, North Carolina, went to North Carolina Wilmington and was drafted by the Marlins. That's a strike. 1 2. He pitches downhill, as they say, putting all the heat on McGee. Got him. So McGee strikes out a second time, goes 0 for 4. That was pretty good fastballs, and sends McGee going back, more talking to himself. So 3 of the last 5 batters for the Giants have struck out. 1 out in the 9th. Brandon Crawford walked twice, grounded out. Brandon Belt is on deck. And tomorrow night, it will be Madison Bumgarner talking to Buster Posey. High fly ball, very playable. Peterson is right there. So Hatcher nails 2, and now Brandon Belt will bat for Petit. Giants using their 4th pinch hitter. Sanchez singled. Remember, Blanco was announced, then Duffy hit for him, and Duffy called out on strikes. So Brandon Belt, 2 out, 9th inning. Dodgers trying to push the Giants 4.5 back. Ball 1. Two and 0. Brandon Belt hitting .233, 4 RBIs. He has 1 extra base hit, a double. Giants playing their 20th game. 2-1. Remember, the Giants started off the year playing 14 straight games, and every team they played was above 500. Hatcher throwing very hard. That last pitch, 97. 2-1. They took a lot off. 97 and 96. Three balls, 1 strike. So the crowd of 46,704 up and at him now, asking Hatcher to turn out the lights. Dodgers trying to have their home record 9-1. And ball 4. So that'll bring up the leadoff man, And a very tough man to pitch to. Nori Aoki hitting .313. Has 2 singles, stole a base. Two out in the ninth, 8-3 Dodgers. There goes Belt. Defensive indifference. No stolen base. Justin Turner walk up and hit the first pitch for a 3-run home run. What a way to say hello to the Giants. Fastball, and that ought to do it. So Aoki grounds out. Giants get a walk, nothing else. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Home runs by Peterson and by Turner. Peterson had a huge night. A walk, a double, the home run. He's certainly the player of the game, making an amazing play in the first inning. First, the catch on Pagan, hitting the relay May Rollins, and the double play to double up Aoki. And then, adding to it all, clearing the right field fence with a breaking ball that looked inches off the ground. So a big night as the Dodgers come home with a win. Settle in nicely. It was Frias, Liberatore, Garcia, and Hatcher. Once again, it's the Dodger bullpen riding to the rescue. Tomorrow night, Madison Bumgarner and Clayton Kershaw. We'll talk to you then. Till then, we wish you all a very pleasant good evening, everybody.